on that way, the gentleman in the white shirt, the red tie, he'll direct you where to park.
Good morning, everybody. Well, we're down here at the BMW, Herb Chambers BMW in Sudbury, and I'm here with Paul, and he's got this beautiful car that I've seen everywhere. You've been down at Elm Bank, you've been down at Bass Pro, you're here this morning. Tell us a little bit about this Mazda.
Well, it's 22 years old now. It's a 1991 Mazda Special Edition. It's an automatic, which makes it a little rare. 396 of these.
Yeah, really? So it's automatic. You never see automatic.
Yeah. And so it was my wife's car until she passed in '98, and she kept it bone stock and put 4 snow tires on and a hard top in the winter.
Oh, wow.
Then
okay.
when she passed, I started saying, well, I'm going to tweak it, do a few things with it. So I've been about 138 little mods to it now.
Wow.
And, it's like therapy.
Yeah. Very nice. So yeah, so you get everything. It's not stock anymore. Tell us a little bit about the tires and what have you done with the suspension?
Well, through the years, when they first came out, they were great handling cars, and then in '99, Toyo came out with his T1Ss, and I put them on, and they transformed the car, and I kept them through the T1Rs until a couple of years ago, and then Bridgestone came out with a RE11 Formula One racing tire, which is the soft tread, the sticky, great sidewalls. And it transformed the car all over again.
Right.
So on places where I knew where my limits were, I took certain twisties and I added 15 miles an hour and still didn't go to the limit, and got to the point where I said I don't want to go any faster than this. So it is through the years, as the tires got better, the car got better handling, and it's amazing now.
So it's literally like a slot car now. It just will go wherever you point it.
It's amazing. In fact, being an automatic, it's got 79.6 horsepower at the wheels, and I do autocrossing and a few midnight runs with 100-mile runs through twisties. And I used to, until these tires, I said, I'll go last and catch up.
Yeah.
When I put these on, I'm closing on everybody because they're hitting the brakes and I'm letting up on the gas. They come off the brakes and I just floor it.
Just from tires.
And go past through carry more speed through. So it's amazing. Just
very cool, man. Now, what did you do engine-wise? Anything?
A couple of things for breathing. Stock, there was the intake was inside the compartment, getting really hot air from here and not a lot of flow. So they cut a hole in the cowl, and there's a piece, this carbon fiber piece, that gets a high pressure zone on the bottom of the windshield and adds 5 horsepower just by getting cooler, better, more air in through it.
So pretty much this old school cold cowl induction intake. Very cool. And
this was a piece that I just like the looks of. Instead of a Helmholtz chamber to keep the back pressure right going into the intake manifold, they put a dip in there that has an advantage of, if you step on it real quick, there's a big well in that has air there. You don't have to drag through the air filter.
Okay.
So it makes it a little bit peppier and breathes a little bit better. The rest of it is pretty much stock except suspension, stiffening, shock tower braces, front and rear, heavy duty sway bars, and a tuned in alignment.
Okay, so this thing, it goes as well as it looks.
It does go.
And you do race, like you said, you do autocrossing with it?
I'm starting the last ones, you have to spend, half the time in the sun, minding the cones, and I'm getting too old. I'm 75 now, so I'm saying I'm going to slow down a little bit. So.
Oh, still, hey, you're enjoying the car, and it's pretty much a tribute to your wife. Seeing this beautiful car here. And like I said, he's been everywhere, so if you stop and see this car anywhere, say hi to him. It's very good. Thank you, Paul, for the interview. Yeah.
I don't know where he's going. I don't know where he was just here.
I have Aiden, with me right here, and can you tell us about your car?
Yeah, this is a 1982 Caterham Super 7, and I've owned it since 1993, and it's a 1982 car, and it was restored about 3 years ago in England before I shipped it to the States.
This is a very unique car. I mean, where is it actually? It's from England?
Yes, yeah. It's from, basically, it was made in Caterham in Surrey, which is in south of London.
Okay. And have you done any modifications or anything to it yourself?
Yes, I have. Yeah, I put on the side draft Webers, and I've added a side draft exhaust and the seat belts, the racing harnesses, and the higher roll bar, and the removable steering wheel and things like that. Kind of racy stuff.
Good talking.
Yeah, nice to talk to
Thank you.
Cheers.
Well, we've seen this guy at plenty of Cars and Coffees. Wolfgang, thank you for coming out here. And I saw this Porsche, and you were telling me a little bit about it. I saw a bunch of people around it, and they didn't know exactly what it was. So it has no badging, like you said. Tell everybody what this Porsche is, what year it is.
Correct. It's a 1985 928S. It's the first year of the 32 valve V8 in America.
Oh, okay.
And it's a nice car. This one's in particularly good condition. And, I spent a lot of time cleaning it yesterday to make it look nice and shiny for today.
Yeah, we did have a little bit of a downpour yesterday. So it's a rare car here in the States. How many do you think are left around? Figured a couple of thousand, maybe less?
I don't know, but of this particular year model, I think they only made about 2,200, of which half came to the USA. And, I think there's probably, I would think, 60-70% of these cars left.
Wow.
I wouldn't think that they're all in great condition, though.
No, this one is in good condition. So what kind of engine's in this particular Porsche?
It's a 5-liter 32 valve V8. Makes about 290 horsepower roughly.
Okay.
And this one has a little bit more because I've done a few things to it.
Okay.
It has one of my aluminum alloy cooling fan systems. Also has LEDs for the lights, which doesn't increase horsepower, but it makes it look pretty.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And doesn't increase horsepower either, but the turbo twist wheels make it look better than the old phone dial wheels that the car came with.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, I was kind of looking at it. Something different, something unique for this Porsche. And you are from New Hampshire, you said?
I'm from up in New Hampshire, yep.
So you've been to, like I said, you've been to a lot of these Cars and Coffees. So
Sure.
you do drive this all over the place?
Oh yeah, no problem. It starts up every time. It's a great car. And, we do a 200-mile round trip every time we come to one of these Cars and Coffee. And we like coming to Herb's Cars and Coffee because we think they're pretty good,
Yeah, you see a really good collection of cars that you don't really see anywhere else,
No,
basically.
We got up 3:30 this morning to come down here.
And I thought I got up early. Oh, Wolfgang, thank you so much for the interview.
Pleasure.
And it was
Thank
nice
you.
seeing you again.
Thanks a lot.
Just type in MAAC.
I mean, some actors, like managers, they want to study in America, how to sell the car,
The one eBay, all right? Just go into cars. It's cars and accessories, all right? Yeah, and then when that comes up, go to collector cars.
Yeah, it actually
I
going nice.
want to know how much to sell.
The biggest problem with these photos is light.
You're on the back. eBay, and then go to
We're here at Herb Chambers of Sudbury, and we're going to ask this gentleman a little bit about his car.
This is a 2002 Factory 5. It took me 9 months to build it, and I've been driving it ever since. It still has the original tires on it.
Only 9 months.
And it's got 30,000 miles on it. Get driven. If the sun's out, it's out.
And when was this built?
2002.
2002.
Yeah.
And you, how many other car shows do you take?
Everyone.
Every one of
There's
them?
a show on there.
Every.
I go to the Western every year. And
Well, look out for this guy at all the car shows.
it's great pride that every time I go to that Western show, I meet out the Ferraris. They get a little ticked off. You know, life is
A little upset with this right here on my neck.
Life is fun. I don't know.
And do you have any other sports cars?
Yeah, I have a 66 Thunderbird and a brand new Mustang convertible.
Good selection.
Oh yeah. My wife, she just drives her car. She's a Mercedes. That was my first car.
And have you got a chance to meet her at all?
Oh hell yeah. I asked him. I gave him the opportunity to check what they do.
Were you at the Cars and Coffee in Westbrook?
I've been to that one. I've been to this one. I've been to Westbrook before. Anybody looking in the yard? It's fun.
Well, thanks for talking with us
You're welcome.
today.
I'm here with Jerry, and he's got a beautiful car. It's an MG. Tell us the year and a little bit about the MG.
1972. Got it off of my son. Free, basically, in part exchange for me co-signing for his first car. He gave me this.
Yeah.
I had to restore it, new floors, welding, paint, and everything else. I've made some mods, lowered it, larger wheels, roll bar, go faster seat and steering wheel.
Yeah, it looks
bigger
like
exhaust, you know. And we're part of the Boston area MG club.
Yeah.
BAMG.
Oh, okay.
And it's a lot of fun to drive, and the club does a lot of meetings, a lot of functions. We have displays at Faneuil Hall throughout the year. We're exclusive. We have exclusive rights with Faneuil Hall to display cars.
Very cool, man. And how many Cars and Coffee? Do you go to a lot of Cars and Coffee or a lot of cruises?
This is the first Cars and Coffee I've been to. It's very nice. I mean, it's more of the European, which you don't often see, which is very nice. You know, you'll go to the cruises, which of course is mainly American hot rods and muscle cars, which is fine. Yeah. And you become the minority, but here it's
more in your elements.
American ones are more of the minority, yes.
Correct.
Absolutely.
But you got to really see something like this, a nice MG like this, and we've seen the Mini Moke and a couple other cars, the Porsches that are here. They are beautiful cars here. And so you drive this all over the place.
Absolutely, yes.
And where have you taken it? You taken it all over New England?
I New Hampshire, mainly. Yeah, you drive it whenever you can.
Yeah.
You know, my wife likes to go out on it. Sometimes we'll just go cruising and look at the, you know, houses and the countryside. Other times you pretend you're James Dean driving around in it.
There you go. So it is definitely something you like to drive around and actually use the car for what it was intended for.
Absolutely. Oh yes. It's a lot of fun to drive. It really is.
Very cool. Well, again, man, thank you for showing us this beautiful MG.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
Cheers.
Okay guys, we're here with Ralph Hadley today at Herb Chambers BMW of Sudbury, and just had to come by and see this Porsche. Can you tell us a little bit about your car?
First, thank you for admiring her. This is a 1965 Porsche 356 SC. It's the last year of the 356 body style, which ran from 47 to 65. This is the original color, ruby red. It's got the original engine, numbers matching drivetrain. I've owned it for 8 years. I bought it from an 80-year-old gentleman in Wichita, Kansas, who owned it for 30 years.
So it's a rare gem.
Yeah, that we have 182 members in the TYP 356 Northeast Club, and we have events all summer long and in the winter time. And it's a good club, and we get out and we support the the local coffee and cars drives and check out other people's cars. This gets a lot of attention because of the paint job and the style of the car. It has a classics 65 style. So thank you for admiring her.
No problem. And you've been to a lot of the Herb Chambers Cars and Coffees?
I went down last year to the one down at the Porsche dealership in Burlington, but I don't come out and do these too often. But I thought I would come out today and check it out.
And is there any like special feature of the car that you like the best?
I like the way it drives.
Yeah.
It is so much fun to drive. So that's the best thing that I like.
And not just a Sunday driver. It's all
I
week.
This car all over New England. This has been up to Stowe, Vermont, Woodstock, Bar Harbor. This car's even been out on the on the racetrack at Lime Rock, Connecticut.
Oh, that's good.
So thank you for admiring her.
Thanks for talking with us today.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
I am the new that's a really high quality.
Yeah, you got a pen?
Have you seen that? It opens the trunk. You got bags in hand. Bag over the bumper.
I had a chuckle out of it, yeah.
Wow. I bet this can tow about 6 cars at once. Yeah, exactly.
Man, it's all day normal in Florida. Check it out. And, we come out, my neighbor across the street, he had one, and because he sold it. Man, he had a running board, he had bikes in it. That was in Tampa.
All right, Nan brought down not just one, but 2 cars here. I don't know how she did it, but she did. But let's talk about the first one. You have a nice Audi here. What year is this Audi?
2004.
And what is it stock? Is it got a couple of modifications?
No modifications. It's the 3.2 DSG engine.
Okay.
and I bought it from a dealer in Palo Alto and had it shipped to Massachusetts.
Okay, so you get a nice Audi here. Is it a daily driver, something you drive year round, or is it?
No, I use it about 2 days a week in the summertime to go to work and on the weekends.
So it's just nice weekend.
Just a fun car.
Beautiful car.
My fun car.
Yeah, and it looks beautiful. I love the color on it.
Thank you.
And how long have you owned it?
I've had it since 2006.
2006?
So I bought it as a pre-owned.
No kidding, and it still looks
and it had
beautiful.
less than 5,000 miles when I bought it.
Oh, no kidding. Very cool.
So.
Excellent. Now, I don't know if you can see the car behind us. This is the other one that is a little bit more out of the ordinary. We'll take a pan over here and take a look at this. Tell us a little bit about this car.
This is a 1966 Austin Mini Moke. It was produced by Austin Company, and it was originally produced to be a Jeep for the English military. But because it has, as you can tell, no ground clearance, it really didn't work as a military vehicle.
Okay. Now, I've never seen one here in the States. Are they prevalent here? Or is there...
They're not uncommon. They're not rare by any means. I mean, there are some around. There's actually one in Cambridge I've seen.
Okay.
And if you go online, they're readily available. There's parts are readily available since it's based on the Austin Mini Cooper, same platform. So parts are very easy to get. And there's a community out there. There's New England Mini Owners Club, NEMO, that we belong to. So
this has been put into the club because it is built by Mini, and
this is an English Austin. Mokes were actually built in England, and then they moved production to Australia, and then they moved production to Portugal.
So this is an Australian one?
No, this is an English. This is
an English one,
yes.
and an Australian, and then Portugal.
Yeah.
My goodness, it's got a lot of heritage in it.
Yes.
But what year is this again?
1966.
1966. Now, what have you done to this to keep it as nice as it is?
We've just maintained it. The person we bought it from totally restored it, and we just had to maintain it.
Well, this is the first one I've seen, and it's a trip. I mean, it looks like you said, it's a military-looking vehicle, but again, it
makes people
it's a
laugh.
Mini. Yeah, it's out of the ordinary, and especially since it's a smaller car. You know, the Audi's small, and this just makes it look small. And it's a 4-seater, and it is red. You can drive it on the road. So, and it's not an all-weather car, I don't think.
No, it isn't. But,
so you got to be particular where you drive it. Where do you take this? Do you take it to any other car shows besides Cars and Coffee?
Yeah, we take it to Lars Anderson has a mini car day that we usually try to take it to. There's car shows. 1A Auto had a car show. Just local car shows. Marlboro has a downtown car show every summer we take it to. And we drive it around, get ice cream.
Yeah, well, it does look nice to drive. It's probably a nice summer day. It's pretty nice. But Nan, thank you for showing these beautiful cars.
You're welcome.
This is a treat seeing this. So if you ever see her, wave hi. She's a very friendly person and a very nice car.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
and that is you.